You think authority comes from position, from confidence, from how strongly you speak, from how firmly you hold eye contact. But watch what happens when pressure enters the room. Someone challenges you, someone questions your decision, someone disagrees publicly, your breath tightens, your tone sharpens, you begin speaking faster, you explain more than necessary. You call it asserting leadership. But what people are actually measuring is not your title. They are measuring your nervous system. They are watching whether emotion overrides control, and the moment it does, authority collapses. Not loudly, perceptually, and perception is where leadership is decided, and perception follows physiology. The mind is a command structure. When command is stable, emotion obeys. When command is unstable, emotion leaks, and whatever leaks becomes visible. Two people can say the same words. One carries authority. The other sounds like he is managing reactions. What is the difference? Regulation. Authority is not heard first, it is sensed. Your breathing under challenge, your pause before responding, your ability to remain still while others escalate. These signals speak before your words do. Humans detect internal order faster than language. If irritation flickers across your face, if you rush to defend, if you over-explain to regain approval, you are broadcasting internal conflict. And internal conflict dissolves influence. This is why forcing respect never works. Force is compensation. Real authority is projection, and projection comes from internal stability. You were taught that authority must be asserted, that if people resist, you must intensify, speak stronger, push harder, control the room. But the more you attempt to control others, the more you reveal you cannot control yourself. Volume often amplifies insecurity. Aggression often masks instability. Excess words often reveal doubt. When your internal state depends on compliance, you have already surrendered authority. Watch your own behavior. When someone questions you, do you interrupt? When someone disagrees, do you speed up? When silence appears, do you rush to fill it? That urgency is not leadership. It is anxiety. And anxiety is perceptible. People may not articulate it, but they feel it. If your words project certainty, while your body projects agitation, credibility fractures. Each impulsive reaction trains your nervous system to equate pressure with loss of command. And slowly, your authority becomes conditional, and conditional authority turns into performance. This is where the damage deepens, because repeated overcompensation rewires identity. You begin performing authority instead of embodying it. You rehearse powerful phrases, you imitate confident posture, you memorize strategic language. But under friction, the performance cracks, your pulse rises, your speech accelerates, your composure narrows. People sense it instantly. They may obey, but they do not trust. Because trust is built on stability under activation. Watch two leaders in conflict. One lowers his pulse before speaking. The other raises his voice to regain control. One pauses deliberately. The other fills space compulsively. One creates gravity. The other creates friction. Gravity organizes the room. Friction agitates it. If you cannot remain regulated under pressure, you are not leading, you are reacting. Now, Stoic law becomes necessary, not stylistic, structural, and structure begins with self-command. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet his primary discipline was self-governance. Epictetus possessed no status, yet commanded authority through internal order. Their principle was simple: self-command precedes social command. Authority is not asserted. It is projected. Projection is the visible effect of internal rule. From this emerge three disciplines. First, emotion does not decide timing. Reaction is delayed until clarity returns. Second, speech is economical. Excess words signal excess emotion. Third, posture remains stable under friction. The body must not betray the mind. These are not techniques. They are structural commitments. When internal rule is consistent, external perception stabilizes. Authority stops being performance, it becomes presence. Here is the principle most people avoid. Authority is regulated before it is expressed. When irritation rises, you do not act immediately, you lower your breathing first. When challenged publicly, you do not defend instantly, you pause, you allow silence to exist. You speak slower than the room expects. This is not weakness, it is neurological leadership. Your internal order becomes visible, the room recalibrates around it. When others escalate, you decelerate. When tension rises, you stabilize. When silence stretches, you remain comfortable. Most people cannot tolerate silence. Leaders must. Because silence under pressure signals control. If your pulse controls you, your voice will expose you. If your voice exposes you, your authority will weaken. Command begins in physiology, not vocabulary. The authority you chase externally is a reflection of what you tolerate internally. If your impulses command you, others will never fully trust your command. If compliance determines your emotional state, you are negotiating for authority. Negotiation is fragility. True authority does not rush. It does not flare. It does not force. It remains regulated under challenge, because the most stable nervous system in the room sets the hierarchy. If that is not you, you are not leading, and if you cannot command yourself, you cannot command perception. If this resonated, support the mission, like the video, subscribe for disciplined thinking, and comment one insight you refuse to forget. We are not chasing noise, we are building Stoic titans.